Hello everyone, in this video we are going to compare two Seiko divers. On the left hand side is the SPB079, also known as the Baby MarineMaster or MarineMaster 200. This is because the watch has 200 meter water resistance and is based on the larger version of the watch called MarineMaster 300, which is significantly larger. On the right hand side is the SRPB53, also called the Samurai. It has the Pepsi bezel. This is called the Samurai because of the aggressive design of the case. We will use a few criteria to compare the two watches, with 10 points as maximum point for each criteria, and then we will add them up to see who the winner is. Let's get started. The first criteria we are going to look at is the cost. I got these two watches in Hong Kong. The Baby MarineMaster costed me $480 and the Samurai costed me $270. So in terms of the cost, the Samurai is definitely the cheaper option here. But of course, the price will be different in the UK and in the US. Because I travel between London and Hong Kong quite a lot, so I normally just buy my watches in Hong Kong. You do get a better movement with the Baby MarineMaster, and it's only slightly better, and the finishing is also of a higher quality than the Samurai. But again, it is only a little touch better. But is the Baby MarineMaster worth $200 more than the Samurai? In my honest opinion, I would say no. The Baby MarineMaster is slightly overpriced for what you get. For the price of $270, you get a lot more with the Samurai. So I will give Samurai 9 points and the Baby MarineMaster 7 points here. The Samurai is definitely a very good value watch for the price. I'm not saying the Baby MarineMaster is not worth the price, but for what you get, the cost is slightly high at $480. Next, we are going to have a look at the design. The Samurai certainly has a very unique case design that you wouldn't find anywhere else. This is definitely not a boring watch. It is designed not to be beautiful. It is big and tough looking. It looks like it is shouting at you to attract attention. At times, I think it might even be a bit too much. The case design is totally different. I guess that's the reason why I got this watch in the first place. It is aggressive looking, not designed to be sophisticated. While the Baby MarineMaster is not as original in design, but is certainly gorgeous to look at. The case is smooth looking and curvy, and is relatively elegant watch, very pleasing on the eyes, unlike the Samurai, which is very rugged looking. But in terms of the face design, the Samurai definitely has a better looking face. It is more interesting to look at. The pattern of the face, if you look very carefully, is like a square waffle layout. The second hand is also better looking on the Samurai. The face of the Baby MarineMaster is just too basic and simple looking. The Seiko logo just looks like it has been laser printed on it. Nothing special. But the case design make up for the lack of detail on the dial. The winner here is the Baby MarineMaster with 8 points, and 7 points goes to the Samurai. Next, we are going to have a look at the build quality. The criteria for build quality is based on the material the watch is made from and the finishing touches to the watch as well. The Baby MarineMaster has a better case window as it is made from sapphire crystal. The Samurai uses Harlex crystal. It is not as tough as sapphire crystal, but Harlex is developed by Seiko, so scratch resistant level is almost as good. I use the Samurai for camping and hiking, and I still can't find a single scratch on the case window. The profile for the Baby MarineMaster has a better finishing note. The polishing is simply amazing. The quality is equal to any $1,000 Swiss automatic watch. If you have both watches side by side, you could tell the finishing for the Samurai is just not as elegant as the Baby MarineMaster or as polished. The bezel action for the Baby MarineMaster is definitely better. It is smoother and easier to operate, and also shinier. It is made from ceramic. The bezel action for the Samurai is just tougher and slightly harder to turn. One negative point about the Baby MarineMaster is the misaligned bezel. The date window is also misaligned as well, but only very slightly, and you really need to pay attention to notice the mistake. There is no misalignment with the Samurai. The crown does not contain the Seiko S logo, which is a shame for both watches. The stripes for both watches are comfortable, so I don't have any complaints with the stripes. I will give 8 points to the Baby MarineMaster and 7 points to the Samurai. If it wasn't for the misaligned bezel, I would give the Baby MarineMaster 9 points. Then we are going to have a look at the movement. The two watches uses Seiko's own in-house movements. The Baby MarineMaster uses the 6-arm movement and the Samurai uses the 4-arm movement. The 4-arm movement is just one level below the 6-arm movement. There is also a 5-arm movement, but it is mainly used for Seiko's high-end luxury watches. It is a totally different concept based on spring drive technology, which is a totally different topic which I could talk about in later videos. Both watches are automatic and have hand winding functions, meaning you could wind the watch to increase the power reserve. Seiko said the 4-arm movement has an accuracy of ± 30 seconds each day with 40-hour power reserve, and the 6-arm movement has an accuracy of ± 20 seconds each day with 50 hours power reserve. But in reality, it is better. In my experience, the 4-arm movement is plus 20 seconds for each day, and the 6-arm movement is plus 15 seconds each day. So in 1 week, both movements are about 2 minutes quick. It is not too bad. It is comparable to most automatic Swiss watches that cost over $1,000. To keep the accuracy, I would normally calibrate both watches once a week. The Baby MarineMaster is the winner here with the better movement. I give it 9 points and 8 points to the Samurai. Then we are going to have a look at versatility. I sometimes wear my Baby MarineMaster to the office as well as during the weekends when I go shopping or doing casual things. It is a very versatile watch which I could wear almost every day. It is appropriate for use in an office environment because it looks like a quality, smart-looking watch. I sometimes even put a lato stripe on and almost become like a dress watch, which I could use for formal events. The Samurai is bigger, so I don't wear this going to the office. I mainly use this during the weekends or when I go hiking and camping, when I don't want to damage my other expensive watches. It is definitely not as versatile as the Baby MarineMaster. I could only wear this watch 2 days in a week, as this is not suitable in an office environment. It is just big and attract too much attention with the Pepsi color. I like my office watch to be a bit subtle. Both of these pieces goes well with t-shirt and jeans, but the Baby MarineMaster just has an edge, as it wears very nicely with a jacket and tie. So I will give the Baby MarineMaster 10 points and Samurai 8 points. Then we are going to have a look at built for use. Both watches are built for diving, and you could dive up to 200 meters with them. But of course, I can't really test them as I don't go diving myself. I have tried wearing them when I go swimming and it was working properly without any problems. Both are certified diving watches by the Professional Association of Diving Instructors, so I can't see any reason why it is not built for its intended use. I have not really tested the watch for diving, so I would say it is a draw. And finally, let's have a look at the result. I have given, after I add them up, the MarineMaster received 42 points and the Samurai have 39 points. And the Baby MarineMaster is definitely the winner here by a small margin. It does have a better case design, better movement, and suitable for most occasions. The only main advantage the Samurai has over the Baby MarineMaster is the price at $200 cheaper. So, if budget is not a major concern of yours, and if you don't mind the bezel to be slightly misaligned, then I would suggest you get the Baby MarineMaster. It is definitely a better looking watch. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope I have given you some ideas on the less diving watch you could get.